be like at the ready with this bat.
At the ready.
If prompted, we know that you would take appropriate action, but that's not the way opportunists work, right? Like it's just
That's why you go into boxing, which brings up the sports again.
In general, that's not the way sexual assault
Circle
works.
of life.
Works, right? I mean, like power is being abused in our society, and so I don't think arming up is the right. I mean, and this is actually just for me. I only speak for myself. Arming up is not the right approach for me. But if I were a woman, I might be thinking in different terms. Absolutely.
I'd honestly love to go to a Krav Maga class. I haven't been there yet.
I think that essentially like you shouldn't need to arm up or like that, but I think it's important to actually have things that you can protect yourself if necessary, because being like, we shouldn't use force or violence is all fine and dandy until it's used against you, and then you have to have some way to protect
I'm
yourself.
a self-avowed pacifist. I'll use a firearm.
I'm super pacifist. I won't use a gun.
I mean,
Like, that's a personal preference.
I don't
but
really want to use a gun or anything like that, but I'm just saying
it's
Like
just
to
not
protect yourself or just to
under
shoot
public
one?
discussion, like what
Anything.
I own, right?
Like, have you never shot a gun before?
I have, and I just
am
don't like it.
conversant
Oh, you
with
don't
should
like
be
it?
I don't.
given,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Serial
It's like they're fun to
specializes.
shoot.
I mean,
I don't want to
No,
like
I mean,
kill
they're-
poor
no,
innocent
No,
animals.
I mean absolutely not
I'm
that.
absolutely against that, but like going out shooting on a weekend with friends is kind of fun.
It's like
I don't
it's a
think so.
right dollars.
But I mean,
They're fun.
You haven't done
I
it
don't
with
think
us.
so.
it's a personal
You don't
thing.
think so?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna order.
I'm
order
definitely
sword.
of the opinion that if you
I'll learn
have
how
a
to
firearm as a
switch
person of
sword
color, you will.
Yeah, I'll carry a
definitely
sword around. That'd be
have a
sick
real
as
issue
shit.
with
Like
that.
bow and arrow,
Like
or
on
I
my
think
back.
There are so
right.
many people that legally have firearms that then get assumed like, oh, well, why do you have a firearm? Do you have a firearm to do
Tell me,
drugs?
look, I
You
need
know
to
what I mean?
explore this
Like-
because, like, as
Like, I
a
can't do that.
white male, it's totally appropriate for me to get a
Well, yeah, they're
concealed
going to
carry
assume you're a
permit.
Trump supporter.
As
They're
a
gonna
college
assume that I'm
student at
a
the
drug dealer.
U, we can
But
still
if I
carry
You know what I
on
mean?
if I were
if you have a
just
concealed
Maybe not
carry.
if my
perfect,
skin were
light,
just a
but,
different
yeah.
color, or but this actually comes in.
Yeah, I mean, if
were
I
someone
wanted
who's
to
like
get a
40,
gun
if I
for
wanted to
any
get a gun,
reason,
You're a
there's
Trump supporter.
there's
so
no
you'll be
doubt
totally
that I
fine.
could.
But me, being a drug dealer and all.
Yeah.
No, that is true. It's like
racist
it's
drug
just
Exactly. Yeah.
Have you tried dyeing your hair a lighter color? Never really
You know, I've
used them.
considered that. I've considered whether I'd be
Strain
really
it
cute
out.
doing
It's a
that.
good foundation.
Yeah, because I know this guy likes redheads.
Wow.
I've considered this.
But
Do
truly,
you?
like, so it is.
Now I do.
I mean,
That
it's
plays
just a
into
fact
that plays into
you
whether
can't-
I get a gun.
you
I
can't
really-
have a concealed carry permit.
Why did my
That really
laptop
concerns
ring
me.
but on my
I mean,
phone?
Why can't you?
I think that's a really valid. I mean, obviously, that's a valid concern. I have a really strong objection to firearms from a completely different perspective, right? A close family member of mine committed suicide with a firearm that was meant for safety, like home safety, right? This is to protect your home,
Mhm.
but that's
kinda
not
selfish.
What they do. That's not how guns work. Like when you install and pepper the society with them, the society turns it on itself.
What's preventing who from getting a concealed carry permit?
Black people.
I don't
They
want to
can't
get
get them?
no.
No,
Of
they
course they
can.
can.
I mean, legally, you can go to
But
class and get it.
yeah, but it's just
But-
saying that like what
What does it entail?
it's just this
Going
like a
to a class?
stereotyping.
No.
What does it entail to be found holding a gun if
Oh yeah.
if a police
Yeah,
officer is threatened by you?
There's certain protocols that anyone who
And no
has
one's
to
gonna
use a
follow.
gun has to like go
Well, I think people
through
probably
to
do.
like not get
No,
shot.
do you
when they
remember
pop
that?
shot.
Because you guys probably don't remember, but there was that one day that like two people in one day or something got shot.
Yeah,
and
South
killed-
Dakota was
and
one,
killed because
and then, like,
They had a firearm legally, and
Yeah.
they happened to be black, and the police officer happened to be scared, and all this other stuff. And they put it on Facebook. One of them was put on Facebook Live, and you
Yeah.
just saw the guy dying on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And it was really kind of
so he was a
rough.
concealed carry
I
permit
skipped
holder.
class. I called in black.
He was a concealed carry permit holder. Is that-
Yeah, they both were. That's my understanding.
There was a cop
Oh,
that was
the other guy was just
Sitting in a car.
he was that was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like, like just listening
And she
to
was.
that
It was
situation
the guy
was-
dying on Facebook Live.
So
That was
there-
the other guy, wasn't it?
I really don't
Or-
want to watch.
Oh
someone
no, because that was
die
his girlfriend.
again.
She was in the car with him, right?
I've
Huh?
seen enough people die
Yeah.
in their life.
Just
I don't
that
see
story,
that
like
person die.
like who that man
If
was.
you're gonna pull that
Like
up,
he
don't
was
do it.
like your brother material. Like
Yeah.
he was a good man. And
Well,
he was
that's
guilty.
not-
How about this? So
was-
a cop is dressed as a homeless person, and he's about to make an undercover bust on a guy dressed up in like business suit and stuff,
Sure.
and he gets shot and killed by someone who was carrying
Yeah.
that didn't understand the situation going on and was trying to protect the business guy.
Yeah, that's nice. That's tasty.
It had nothing to do with race, but
Yeah.
people are
That's-
making judgments.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't all the time. I think that
I mean,
You
That's
should
just
never
how it is everywhere.
protect other people with concealed carrying or like with your own gun. Like it's to protect you because you don't understand like what the actual situations are usually.
I feel like you should never just assume a situation
Yeah.
that could kill other people.
I was gonna say, if we're gonna generalize, you should never try to do an undercover drug bust. Right?
Mm.
I don't know why, but I just instantly thought of like a dog. You know, like Airbud, like those like if Airbud was like doing an undercover drug bust.
I don't know who that is.
No, you don't know who
The
Airbud is?
dog that plays sports.
You don't know who
Seriously?
Airbud is?
No,
It's
there's
Airbud
no
is
way.
It's the golden retriever.
You got
that's
through
like
the
shooting a
90s?
basketball hoop.
Airbud, there's like an Airbud for basketball, there's
The
an
dog
Airbud
that-
for hockey, there's an
Yeah.
There's an
Airbud
Airbud for everything.
Soccer?
It's a golden
This is fine.
lab.
You're not,
I'm
you're not
okay.
that much older.
I'm okay having a blind spot here. Like,
Come
I have
on.
a lot of,
You're-
especially as far as like
You're in your
content.
30s,
Dude,
aren't you?
Airbud is the movie. Like, it is the movie.
So the next
I
one
don't-
is
see,
Airbud the
The
drug
thing
bust.
is I've never seen any of them.
It was,
I just know about them.
that's because you're
I don't
physics.
even know. All right, so I pride myself on living under a rock, so this is fine.
Me
right? This isn't
too,
like a
but
novel
I
situation.
couldn't avoid it if I wanted to.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I mean, I'm thinking like
I just
it
love,
sounds like it's like along the same vein as Space Jam.
Like the only
Yeah.
reason I know,
Like,
yeah.
but I saw
Which was
Space
my
Jam.
jam.
Right? Like, like
Come on, Islam.
Like-
Welcome to the gym. Come on.
like Space Jam
You
is still like the bee's
want
knees in some
Come around
countries.
the chain.
I
You
mean,
read
I
it.
feel like I saw the
Come
first
on,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in theaters.
Oh, I love
I
those.
can remember going to see those.
I saw Lion King.
Those are
in
creepy to
theaters.
watch in HD now. You
1987.
can actually see the people inside the costumes.
When I went and saw.
Gosh, what am I doing with my life right now?
And some things you shouldn't see.
I don't know what
We're
you're doing.
discussing great 90s movies.
Yeah, so
The TV
apparently
shows.
Cinderella and Lion King came out around the same time. And so my sister was like, yeah, Melinda says she wants to see Cinderella, so we're going to take her to see Cinderella. And so, long story short, I see the previews of Lion King and the Cinderella movie, and I'm like, Cinderella! And for whatever reason, that made complete sense to me to say Lion King. Or to be Lion King. So,
I got really confused by that.
Yeah,
Story.
same.
She
I
has some
Sorry.
I
neurons
feel like
that are
there's,
wired
there's
up.
like
weird.
a thing
Oh,
where like when we
okay.
were kids we would watch this.
So
same
when I was a
content over and
kid,
over.
I
Like,
said
Lion
instead of
King. Like,
I said that Lion King was Cinderella.
what movie have you
Cinderella?
watched? more
Yeah,
than once?
when
Okay.
that really
Past
has that's not the the name is Lion King, right?
Yeah.
So
Cloud
Cinderella
Atlas.
just
No,
sounds
what is it?
like Cinderella. They
the
just
Cloud
happened
Atlas.
to be in
Well,
theaters
there was
around the same
Cloud
time.
Okay.
So
Like
my family took me to
2007
see
or
Cinderella
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I wanted to
saw
see
that twice.
Cinderella
Like,
Oh.
a very
Okay.
different movie.
Got it.
rather
maybe some of the
than taking me
Ghibli
to see Lion
films.
King.
That's
Yeah.
depressing.
I mean,
But they
I
found
saw,
out in the previews that I
I
meant
saw
Lion
it.
King.
I saw
And
The
then they're
Avengers
like,
twice.
See, and I
Like
haven't
opening
seen any
weekend.
of those
And
movies.
then they're mad
Like, I-
because
like,
they had to
yeah,
watch
'cause
I
I
just
just
fell
went
off the map as far as
Basically.
horror movies.
did like a special preview, and then on opening night,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The Avengers.
Oh,
Avengers
Avengers is cool.
I don't really watch movies too much.
Well, we should watch a movie.
Can I share a video that I
I just
saw
don't have
today?
Could we do La La Land?
Yeah.
Yes,
Netflix?
share what your
I'm gonna share a video.
You don't
Let's
watch
see.
Netflix?
You guys are gonna love this.
What?
You
We
don't watch
watch
Netflix?
Netflix.
I watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, but it's
You
usually
watch
what
the TV series?
usually what I do like is I have YouTube going through a random like list of like British like quiz shows and like really random stuff.
We could also take your little nephews out and watch a dog's
Look at this
Breakfast.
video from 1972. Okay. My phone stand is not gonna work. such a good idea. Can I have some?
Oh
water?
shoot, La La Land's at Sugar House. Can we do it?
Okay.
You sure?
Sure. Halftone Animation presents Ed Catmull and Fred
Oh.
Park,
Whoever they are.
whoever they might happen to be. Notice this cool. Look at this transition. Look at this. This is awesome. Look at that. How did they do that in 1972?
I don't know how they do that.
Well, they go on. Oh my God!
It is not a teapot.
This is at the University of Utah.
It's 72. It's
Is that a 3D modeled hand?
Yeah.
What?
That finger is a little bit crooked over there. I'm just saying.
70s.
Yeah, just go
so good.
move
Look,
that.
and they go over how they make it.
Like, did you ever have a computer in,
This
like,
is great.
from the 80s?
Wait, why is
They actually
it?
built a physical model
God.
and then drew the polygons on it, and then did the math in reverse to create
What?
vertices. Like look at this. Oh, they use. You'll see this next one. You'll see how they do
I
this.
think they messed
use
up
the
on a couple spots.
You've seen
They
these
use
plotters?
a digitizer?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's in the next
gosh.
scene. They use a digitized. So here, yeah,
Oh my god.
digitized.
That
How cool
was
is
a
this?
word back then?
Like, at its most fundamental, that is
The
like
crazy part is that we can actually say how they did it.
it's weird to look at this from the other like the lens is completely
From the
turned around.
future of being like, well, why don't you just do blot blot? Because, you know, hindsight and all.
Why didn't you just write an algorithm that can take a look at a picture and then generate a 3D model like?
Yeah.
It
Wow, they
closes.
even articulated it?
No way.
It's like 2 minutes of work, right?
This is great.
So
Yeah, that took
It goes on.
research team like years.
And now we have
We
a
could-
3D
I-
modeling class that does that in the first week of the
Yeah.
semester.
Yeah, like I could do that in like a day. Like that was like
Named after
And not
a low
even
poly count
hour.
hand.
This video, yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
You
he
should
started
share that.
Pixar.
Oh, so University of Utah started Pixar and stuff?
Well, I mean,
He
Yeah.
left the University
Yeah.
of Utah because he started Pixar. Like,
Same with the guy who started Atari. Went to the U.
and Adobe.
Adobe, I knew about
Yeah.
Atari. I did not.
I'd be happy if
Yeah.
I never see the Utah
Apparently-
teapot ever again.
Apparently, the U has one of the first production Pong machines.
Where?
What?
In,
Now.
in EAE, they have
Right
it.
now.
Like apparently, like you only play it if you're getting like your doctorate in gaming history or something like that. But they have a working version, first production run. Like
No,
they
I
don't
think anybody plays.
they don't let you touch that. Because I
know.
talked to her though. She said that some people do get to touch it and play it.
I just want to touch it. Like,
Yeah, just like put a finger on it.
Corinne is she runs the show. She does touch it.
can we get her in here?
Does she? Where is that kept?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well,
This is
now
the-
they're in the old business building.
I just don't know. I'm gonna post that video to.
Please
Slack.
do. That's fantastic.
It's like report University of Utah. How did they do it?
This is a
a
really
whole
simple
production
error.
over
I've
here.
done this before. I just haven't done it in a while.
I'm gonna go home and go to sleep.
Whoa.
I'm kidding.
Do it.
I'll be back next week.
This sucks.
Next
My-
week
my
we will be
Valentine's
more
sucks.
focused on actually getting work done.
Oh yeah.
Because there's usually like 2 or 3 more people
What's your name?
here.
Katrina.
Katrina? Nice to meet you. I'm Jens.
Yes. Nice to meet you as well.
He's like, yeah, I'm Jans.
I'm Jens.
Would you kindly allow like us to walk into your car?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or at least one of us.
Well, I mean, we're gonna all go.
I'm gonna model a hand.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Or
I
a
actually have to
cake.
update you guys. No.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna come back for sure. But
No,
Okay.
I think
I've got it.
Well, who's gonna walk me?
Yeah.
TJ's
Okay, I'm gonna.
TJ's
I'm
coming
gonna-
back.
Look, I'm gonna take Yance. I'm gonna bring Yance back, and then let's. I want to tell you guys about the VR thing that I'm doing at dentistry this week, which will be awesome.
Alright, I'm gonna
What?
take this down.
VR stuff?
Yeah.
I'm always down for VRs.
All right, you leader of the pack.
I thought I was gonna get more work done than this.
Are you leaving as well, or?
Yeah, honey, you wanna wake me up in the morning tomorrow? Don't sound excited.
Well,
When do you get up
I
in the
just
morning?
I don't. I get up, but I don't function for a while.
When do you wake up in the morning?
6.
Yeah, around that time. I may have to get up a little bit earlier.
Okay. Can't set a reminder. My phone's dead.
I've got to be out of the house picking up Tyler at 6:45. Every Friday I go to another
There's like
work site.
worksite visit for just like safety evaluation.
Yeah, for hours. When we look at what they do and how their safety managers work and blah 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 blah. I need to make sure this stuff gets done, man. So bad. Aw, you are so fortunate to know all these modeling programs. I wish I could model in Blender probably as quickly as you're doing it now.
At one point, I tried teaching myself ZBrush, but
ZBrush is hatred.
yeah, it's not very user friendly.
Not fun.
No.
So that didn't last too long. I did a little bit better in Mudbox. You know.
Got yourself a gun.
I'm just tired. And I started trying to find something to circumvent. Because this one's a paired assignment, so we've all got partners.
So you need a piece of electronics that no one cares about that sort of works that you can.
Well, I mean, it needs to be kind of specific stuff. So generally, you look at like children's toys that are old and cheap, something that would have used an old like RC timing circuit rather than like an oscillator or a resonator or like a 5x5 timer.
Okay. Why don't you just go to a garage sale? Buy something in a garage sale.
Yes, but it's I don't know. There's not a lot of parts out there though.
This is true.
But just going like thrift shopping. The other option is to try and find like industrial surplus stuff and then repurpose that and then combine that with something else.
You're going to surplus tomorrow. Do you want to surplus?
See if there's anything that looks interesting. Have old electronics or old motors or something.
Yeah. So lucky. Look at that. Just modeling it up.
Hmm?
Good job. If only you knew SolidWorks. That'd be so much easier.
I need to.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, that's just, extrude all that and then create the fillets.
Yeah. Well, I'm working off an existing.
Oh, an existing model.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah,
grabbing like
that's
vertices and whatnot.
That's-
Weirdness.
more of a pain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text my mom and say, "Wake me up." Oh.
That's still kind of good with this weekend.
Yeah. 10% of your grade better.
It's a 3-page.
10% of your grade.
Yeah, there's just not a lot to grade in that. I mean, we have like a weekly little quiz. It's like silly questions. Well, I mean, it's in class. We just it's almost like a debate class, discussion class. You don't really.
I have a class that's like that too, where it's like our in-class discussion stuff is most of what you're getting graded on.
Wait, you forgot that one face.
No, it actually is selected. I did forget these faces. But what I actually want to do here is not faces. I
Oh,
want to
no,
do,
what about that last one?
I want to do vertices. Yeah.
What time is it then?
It's like 10.
Yeah, it's 10:10.
It's not really good. So on vacation, you're going to stay up late.
So you do not stay up past
Separate by these parts, grab this, delete that. Ba-bing, ba-ba. Do-do.
Bada boom, bada
That. Now export this as a stole, as they call it. A stole. Call it
Stereolithography.
phone.stole.
So you should send me that hand.
No, it's my hand. Okay, I'll send it to you.
Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop.
You want to see that looks slightly better.
Sorry, give me a shoulder to rest on. I should try this aquifer. You want to try some? This aquifer for her? Oh. That's plenty.
Oh. Let's go preview and see if
Supposed
it's
to really
I'm gonna go print this.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I do just want to go.
Follow.
That's fine.
I don't know. It's a weird position. I don't know how to feel about like the
We need to-
incarceration system.
We need to
at
be able
all.
to explore our positions without it being risky to do so. That's like we have a political system that does not invite new perspectives,
Should
and
feel
so what
belong
comes to
there.
the top, what like foments to the top is like two ideological like outliers, like in the extremes, and you get, and that's that's why Nazis are getting punched in the face, right? Because you've got these two ideological extremes without any real dialogue or discourse. But those tweets look so nice though. Nazis getting punched.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is what I have to say to those tweets.
What tweets? Guys, I live under a rock. Like, you joke about it. I actually.
There's this guy.
live under a rock.
Listen,
There's this guy.
anything that's tweeted by the president.
Oh,
Well, this
I don't have him follow, so I don't like
Anything.
tweets.
no,
I haven't seen any of his tweets. Like, I don't even.
Yeah,
I
you
don't. I
shouldn't.
don't think I've
You
ever
don't.
even seen a tweet before.
Neither have I.
Twitter's a good platform. It's compelling. Like it's as big as
Reddit
it is.
is as compelling as I need.
Well, Reddit has its own flaws.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah.
not democratic enough.
I don't
It-
like Reddit.
It's an echo chamber.
Mhm.
It's very much an echo chamber. You start
But I
in
see
my
things on there
subreddits.
way before I'll see them anywhere else.
It plugs you into certain communities. It's good for communities that that work in that space. So knowledge aggregating communities. Like if you want to learn about machine learning, like this is a community that you can plug into. But it's not really different than Google Groups or anything like that. That's why Slack I think is successful. I think it takes the good pieces of Reddit because you're looking at curated content. So Reddit curates content, like it's crowdsourced content that's curated. It just happens to be slanted towards white males, and that's fine. Like it's still it's still useful as a tool, but we just have to recognize that like it has a bias. Reddit has a bias, and
Reddit is
specific
very biased.
communities. Yeah, specific communities of Reddit have biases. Other communities on Reddit aren't so biased, right? But overwhelmingly, it is an atheist organization. Like the body of like the generic Reddit user is going to be like white male atheist in their 20s to 30s.
God damn it, that's me.
So this is why like it's expected that you wouldn't. It doesn't like.
Well, I didn't even know half of that. I just
It's
don't
true.
like the
Oh,
interface.
it's very true.
I just don't like the interface.
Yeah.
It just
It's-
looks like
I have my modded so bad.
As a content aggregator, it's useful and really, but you have to look at it for what it is. Like
So-
it's merely a data stream. Like you gotta be the New York Times.
Reddit
or
Enhancement
something. Anything.
Suite, which allows you to unlimitedly scroll down, coupled with hover zoom, so you just hover over the links, and it will expand them as long as you're hovering over them, and you can just scroll through pages after pages of Reddit in a couple minutes. It's really useful.
The novelty
the
of
way
it,
it
I
looks
feel
like.
is worn off. It's no longer a novel platform. Like when it was new and its like infancy, it felt like the most popular posts got pushed to the top.
So
Now it's been sold off, and you can't. It's like a shell of what it was. It's
So for me,
like
I'll get home at around midnight, and I have no idea what happened in the world that day, but I can, without logging into Reddit, in 5 minutes, I can pretty much get all the highlights of all the crap that happened.
But you know what I stopped doing? It's that. Because you don't need to know that stuff. You'll sleep better without knowing it. If you use it to
I
unwind,
don't-
like that's
yeah,
I mean,
it's
fun. That's
I
fine,
love it.
but like just as a source, it's telling you stuff that you already know, kind of.
Seriously, I have no idea what's going on in this world. I don't turn on my radio. I don't watch
NPR
TV.
is super valuable. I do love
Yeah,
it.
but Trump is getting rid of NPR.
Well, he's not gonna be able to
Yes.
he's not gonna be able to close KRCL and KCPW
I'm
and
just
KUER.
I'm just saying
he can, the thing is he can get rid of National Public Radio, the federal entity, but he can't get rid of National Public Radio, the relay system of information that the American people built and still operate.
I don't know. He's bringing back CIA black sites, so they could probably just grab all those people and throw them in the black sites and get rid of them.
Yeah, well, that was
Just
not
start black
doing
bagging people.
it's been real.
They're already arresting reporters, so
So they're coming for you.
I'm not a reporter.
No, they're coming for they will come to campuses next.
No,
Like
okay.
if we accept that they can do that to reporters, and this is the proposition, right? The American proposition So patriotic. The
Well,
free press is the foundation, because if they take away the free press, NPR, if the White House news team is completely sham, then that's pretty foundational to what we're doing.
Well, I'll get at
And
least
where they
nine.
will come
I'll at least
next
get
is-
9 shots off before they take me alive.
Well, we need to no,
Mm.
and see
What
that's
are you
wrong.
carrying to?
You need to build better weapons. That's not
yeah,
good enough.
Yeah, for real.
That's not good enough. You need to build better weapons, and that's why I think firearms aren't that interesting.
Thermal nuclear warfare.
No, too
I-
much collateral. Machine
Okay,
learning.
okay.
You
How
just-
about-
Let's go over our
I
updates.
say
about-
thermal
so that we all
nuclear
can get-
warfare because that in policy debate
I just
is
want
the
to fry
iconic
all electronics
bad
on this planet.
thing.
All of it.
Well, study.
Like
Okay.
study
no
physics.
electronics.
Let's update so that we can go.
Electromagnetic blasts in the
I-
atmosphere
All right.
everywhere. Just
3,
fry everything.
2, 1. TJ.
I ordered a dual extruder, a Flexi Dually.
Oh, thank you.
I did work. Well, that's what am I saying? I did work this week. We are showing off the VR stuff to the dean of the school of dentistry. So that's just as a connection. Like, I don't know anybody in the school of dentistry. I don't know anything about dentistry or orthodontics or anything like that. I go to the dentist occasionally. He seems like a well-educated man, but that's like an aside. Like,
Did he go to the
working
U?
with the School of Dentistry should be an interesting proposition for us. We did 3D print a bench to bedside print for 2 this week. We met with 2 bench to bedside teams this week.
Was it?
Yeah.
What they do?
Bedside.
One was scanning
It's a
this
project.
TPU phone
For-
case for a
For ultrasound.
ultrasound. Yeah,
Okay.
it was an ultrasound sensor. They want to print a TPU protective cover that,
Mhm.
that can be distributed and keep those very
Yeah.
sensitive devices safe.
And the other one was?
I'm trying to think.
I don't remember the other one, so.
It was this
Let's
guy
see.
printing, maybe the guy printing slides, or maybe the guy with the quadcopters. What was he doing? The guy with the tiny whoop. He
I didn't
was
see
on
that
the B2B
project.
team. That guy, his name's Thomas. And I only caught it in passing because then I started talking about problems. But bench to bedside's coming up.
Yeah.
And,
Is it?
Ben's got a bench to bedside project.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
ultrasonic location stuff.
It works. I wanted to see a prototype of that like tonight.
Yeah, if Jake wasn't being a dumb butt,
I would
he's up
love
at the
to.
CMI.
I would love to do a
We have
bench
a
to
working
bedside
one.
thing like this open ortho. I'd love to go and do it, but I need to get it done. I need to get other things done that are more important. Okay,
What was the Wolfbot 6?
2,500.
The Taz 5 right now is only $1,650. I mean, that's, but what we're going to
But
see.
you can't buy it from Wolfbot.
The 5s you
You have
can,
to buy it from.
basically because they're
I saw them on
surplus.
sale. Well, maybe that was.
You have to buy it from like Amazon.
which is fine. That's a Volkswagen's a retailer.
I'm trying to lead into the question of like, what would it take to convince him to get a form?
Or Form 1 to work.
So here's my update. Here's my update. So, you guys got to be there on Monday for me when I did get seated because I got into the next round.
Okay, what?
Get seated.
So what do you
Like a-
think?
I am presenting the
Competition
same 3D printed filament stuff, and I'm requesting $1,600.
Pellets and extruder?
Extruder, pellets, and a dual extruder. But if you have the dual extruder,
Flexi.
yeah, that's what I need.
It's different than the dual extruder.
It's
Yeah, it
two,
is.
It's 2 extruders.
It is.
Yeah, but one's a flexible
flexible
extruder.
extruder, so it has
That's
a
what I need.
different filament.
That's what I need. The
I mean, that's gonna be good. That'll be good.
yeah. So if that's the case, I don't want to buy it.
Still
And-
request the funding, though.
Yeah,
absolutely
no,
the funding, and with that express purpose, because if you switch something later on, like
I'm not switching
Are you
anything.
requesting
they're not
funding
going to know.
Yeah,
Get seated,
yeah. Like,
Or
that's
just
it,
that's
that's all.
the-
The competition
And then I
funds
could
you
get-
for startups.
and then I can get
How
the
many
better,
people get funded?
Lots.
however many.
However many that it's not.
Then I can get the
That's not too bad.
as long as when you present that you get more than 60% of the votes.
Oh, okay.
So
Where is this? When is it?
Monday,
At what time?
6 o'clock
At Lassonde, right?
at Lassonde. So you got to be there. PM. Find you.
You know where
It's the
Lassonde is?
Copper Building.
Oh,
Go east.
Find
You'll
a
hit
way.
it.
is that where all the
Find
liberal
a way.
arts students are?
I have
No, it's an engineering dorm.
I will.
Like, why is
I will
everyone so
make
pretty and happy on this
Okay.
side?
You'll make her go?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing that. So I'm requesting $1,600 because they asked me to basically reduce the amount of money that I spend by buying a $900 extruder, $900 Philibot. But it might be worth just getting a $1,600 Philibot. You know, if you're gonna get that extruder,
I checked today for pellets. I don't keep my eye out for some cheap plastic pellets.
What
I
kind of
also
pellets?
asked the university, Jeff Kessler. I said, if I find you pellets, like a ton of pellets, can you guys buy them and give me a ton of pellets? Because I can't lift up a ton of pellets, but the university is willing to go and, they have a service that moves stuff and puts it in the garage. So I said, if I can find a ton of pellets, whether they work or not, is a gamble. If I can find them,
That's like
no,
campus
that's what I'm
moving.
saying. They'll move it.
Like
They'll move it and
you
store
move
it.
in like less than 24 hours.
I think so.
Like
If I tell
from
him
line of
this is
product
what needs to happen, they'll do it. But the thing is, it'll be the universities. But I told him, I said, if I can get that to happen, if you can buy this for me, essentially, can I have some pellets? You know what I mean? Like, I'm giving you the option to see a bunch of.
But that
What's a
buying
pellet's
process is like really convoluted. I mean, well, unless they're just gonna buy some pellet. Like
I'm
pellets are cheap.
I'm wondering in what conditions the pellets come. Are they? Is it like
Well,
an actual
it's
like?
weird,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
taking a
It's
side
a
trip
it's a
into
crate.
Would they
fictional
move the crate,
set
or would they
plastic
open it
pellets.
up and use
They'd
buckets?
move the crate.
They move the crate, okay.
If
'Cause
it's the
they're-
university doing it, they
like,
would move.
I'm just wondering if the condition that
Well, we
the
should
pellets
buy
would
some
be in, like, will
pellets,
they be
we should just
clean,
be in the
or
business
is it
In
gonna
order
be
to make
dirt
it,
in them?
so if you're like injection molding, who gives a shit?
What are our
But
plastic
since we're
distributor
trying to do
options?
stuff through
Like, let's go
hot
to the
ends,
source.
we probably
Granger is
clean
going
it.
to have stuff.
And how do you
um,
clean it?
Or Granger has
Yeah.
stuff
Does it come
supposedly now.
I mean,
Down
it
there. A bunch
comes
of 3D
clean,
bunch-
but
bunch
it's
of
not
3D
made in a
printed
clean
donuts. Granger
room or
company.
anything, you know.
Yeah.
Did I not?
Granger's like a
supplier.
like a
Yeah.
Home Depot of industry.
So you want to do what with Grangers?
They just have a bunch of supposedly they have a ton of filament down there at their warehouse now.
Plastic.
Yeah, they're
As of
expensive
Monday.
for everything, though.
Where at?
Granger.
Plastic pellets
It's on
though aren't going to be
13,
expensive. Is that what you're talking? Are you talking about extruded foam?
I'm just saying, like, I told Jeff,
Yes.
hey, if I find a
It's on the
box,
west side of the
can you buy the
interstate,
box
next
and
to
can you
that
just give me the pellets because I can't
golf
store it, but
course.
I
Oh.
don't. But I don't need all that.
Mhm.
I want that many pellets. I don't need all of them, but
So
I will.
okay, that makes sense.
And he said,
So
yeah,
if we were
you
to
can
win
find
an
it.
auction, we could like get it transferred to campus, and they would then be able to move it and put it in place.
Well, yeah, but they would also claim part of it.
I
But
don't care about that.
yeah, if
If
I
I'm
get
gonna-
like a box
Like
or
if I'm gonna
so,
bid on these, then we're gonna get them like for super cheap anyway, and like making cost back would be like a couple rolls of filament.
Like, the university.
I mean, honestly, if you went and you
That's-
bought them and said here
So she's saying
store
we're gonna get the
this.
university to move said ginormous box.
and to store said
They're
ginormous
gonna
And
box,
said-
some of it?
No,
And
they
they
will
would
keep
be
all of
acquire
it and
this
give
box, and then I
us
would-
some of it.
I would just build a university.
They gonna
I
do
could
it.
say like,
Let
here's
us
this
use
product,
it.
like the whiteboard.
It'll
is
get to a
basically-
point where they're like, we're not gonna do anything
Greg
with
is
this.
gonna buy
Just
4
keep
of those
doing whatever you're
whiteboards.
doing with it.
yeah.
At not, I mean, at
But
a
we're talking about
fraction
like buying a
of their actual
huge
cost.
thing for like
Mhm.
There's
next
Oh yeah,
to
we were looking
like
at this.
But just
Yeah,
to-
like
in order to
20
transfer
bucks.
them, like I can't even just give them to Greg, right? There
Mhm.
has to be like an official transfer of property.
Okay, well,
And
you
so-
tell me when the pellets come up, and I'll tell Jeff, hey, listen, the pellets are up,
So the thing is,
and
the
know.
university would have to have like an account with the auction.
well, this
Like,
is what
I
I
don't think the university's going to be trying to bid on an auction.
I know.
No, I think it
I know,
would
but
be
if I bought
like
these-
Melinda does,
Yeah,
and then
if I buy
Melinda
it-
owns
Right.
it, and then immediately sells her ownership of that to the school.
Yes. Yeah, that's.
and they couldn't really buy it from me, but if I say
So
here,
check out
Do you know how much those went for?
Does that sound like it runs afoul of any purchasing issues?
Well, yeah, you can't just buy stuff from there. They don't pay taxes. But here's the thing: I can barter with the university.
Right.
And that's what I'm
Right,
doing.
understood.
So if I buy it and I say, hey, listen, I
You
want
pay tax for it, and
I want like a quarter of it, right? I don't want the whole thing, but I want a quarter of it, and you can keep it, and you can give it to the library, you can give it to, but you got to come pick it up, and then I'll take it.
Yeah.
But I paid for it, and I'm donating it to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's okay.
Like I feel like it has to be that sort of transaction.
My problem is I don't even want a 5-gallon bucket of pellets. I just want the filament.
I don't know, we
Like,
could
I don't
like
want a
mix it
quarter
with
of it.
soil to like
It's
get
just-
more out of our soil.
I want to get it all through an extruder one way or another. But I mean, that's you could
Oh,
also
okay.
donate the entire lot.
Well, either way, when I get $1,600, the question is, do I buy a $900 extruder or a $1,600 extruder?
I don't think that
The
a different
$900.
extruder is going to make too much of a difference.
Isn't the thing that's expensive is the sensor that measures the diameter of the filament?
They're the same sensor. The only difference is one
Those
goes
ones
faster.
don't have sensors.
I'm talking
None
about
of-
a separate piece of equipment.
Like the $100,000 ones have diameter sensors, but nothing that you're gonna buy for a few $1,000s has a diameter.
Behind that,
These lasers.
There's got to be like there's a math problem. that we can-
I'm just saying. What do you guys think? $900 or $600?
I
$1,600?
honestly don't know enough about it.
To be honest,
I
I
difference is
would
one is
stick
speed.
with the
One speed.
stick with the Philips extruder.
how much should the
Really?
the pellets go for?
What I would-
Well, what would you spend that $1,600 on, knowing this project?
Different materials,
Just
Like
straight
plastics.
materials.
straight different materials.
Just a host
Just
of
like
plastics, and you start
This
trying-
type, this type, this type. You know, branches and variations on each type. You know, different cleaning processes, working on different ways to cool it properly so that it is a uniform shape
a cleaning
afterwards.
filament that goes through there. Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of materials that are gonna go through it. Plus,
wanna
maybe
try-
buy an extra,
Rough.
like different tips. Maybe buy yourself a dual extruder that isn't a flexi extruder, but just a big
I
old
love
nozzle
where-
on
and then
it.
a pallet full of tea. I want to show you guys today's one. It's just over the top.
What kind of tea? Is it black tea?
So fun. Yeah, some of it.
Is real tea?
I bought some. It's in my car.
Okay, focus.
I have tea in my car.
Why didn't you bring it in here?
I meant to. I forgot.
Focus. 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 So, I spoke to an OT. The OT needs an orthotic for this one particular person. It's got this weird looking hand. But essentially, they have an orthotic that they want to replace. I'm not sure why they want to replace it, but they do. So, they want to use a scanner to go and scan in the orthotic and reprint it. And then they're going to reprint it with the Mark Forge.
Did this person already reach out to me?
To reach out to me,
Who
though.
was this person I haven't responded to? Scheduling and scanning plan.
It's
To whom it may
really
concern.
slack.
Matt Byrne. Matt Byron.
So can you program on Slack?
that's not-
or
that's not
something?
ringing any
Like, someone
bells.
put Slack as the programming language that they know on their resume. And,
Like, they have an API.
okay.
Why would you want to run Slack?
Oh.
I don't know. I looked at
Anyways.
someone's resume yesterday. It's like
Okay,
Slack.
so at some point, that may become something that, and it'd be a great starter project to actually do some orthotic stuff. So
Yeah.
TJ won. I don't know. I was hoping that maybe we can borrow the scanner and maybe you can have the PC for it and just try it out, see what that would
This
entail.
probably has to be like me operating as an individual rather than me being a library employee. 'Cause I don't know that like the people who's going to this time do
Okay.
side projects, but
I mean, I could take the orthotic overnight also.
well,
That's the other option. and
let's
then
just learn more about it. It could well be that I could be like, oh hey, like to Greg,
Mhm.
who is great. I could talk to Greg and say, hey, this is the project. Is it cool if I do this? But he could just as well say no.
Right, but if I bring it in, it's not an issue. Right.
No.
Yeah.
No,
So that's the other option. I'm
No
just saying.
I mean, no. Well, here's the other thing. It's an option for you to take that laptop and take that scanner and complete a project.
Oh,
That's that's equipment that you more so than most people have access to. Like, I mean,
kill it.
Yeah, you have a lot of machine time on it. Like you know the ins and outs. You know what it can't do. You've handled it a lot. How many hours is that going
And on my foot.
I don't want to hear about this.
That was a fun day though.
You
I
scan your
mean,
foot?
If
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna have
scanned
this
my
equipment,
foot and
though,
we
it
were
should
like,
be like no holds
nail
barred. Like,
polish.
I'm not gonna make up arbitrary rules. Like you can use that however it's useful.
Okay.
And I mean, not just like somebody who just says like, hey, can I take the 3D scanner? Like I'm gonna tell them no. But like time and time again, you've been working on project after project.
Off with the 3D scanner.
Yeah, she took a figurine and never brought it back, and she said she would.
So yeah, that's my update. I need you guys there on Monday. I need you to
Okay.
vote yes for me.
Okay.
Else,
My projects, I got the SLA printer working. So,
congrats.
the,
That's
Uh,
good. No, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's that printer is a decent printer, but I just bit off my.
Oh, and the Get Seated people. Supposedly there's a guy out here trying to make a dual extruder. And I don't know what their name is anymore. Supposedly there's a guy out here trying to make a dual extruder. I don't know what their name is anymore. But I was kind of concerned for a moment that someone was just going to straight up take this idea. But
Oh, well, here's the deal is we're about to see a huge proliferation in extruded material types. Like, you're going to see parallel, like, because we've got, like, an open source framework for building extruders and using them. Like, in Ben's cubicle, there's like 3 different extruder prototypes right
Yeah.
now. Like, those syringes with the
UV.
stepper motor mounted to them,
yeah.
is really smart. Like you could
Yeah,
extrude
that's way
salami,
smart, right?
like you could extrude chocolate, like
Yeah.
basically anything that.
Chocolate's not UV cured, but you could.
I mean, yeah, a different
Well,
curing
they're
mechanism.
well
What we're talking
designed.
about is like CNC-able processes for
Yeah.
moving material.
so the other thing is that the Get Seated, they were like, I don't know if they understood what I was saying with SLA, but they're like, yeah, so you're trying to combine SLA and this, and this other process. And I'm like, yeah, sort of, but it's kind of like, yeah, you just think that. And then I thought, yeah, why don't I add some UV curing thing into
that's
hot
what
glue anyways?
That's what we said.
Oh,
you
did you?
said no.
And then
Oh.
getting the BNC 3D layout. This project, it's just a lot of work. There's a problem with that project. The robotic arm.
Mhm.
We need a couple of robot arms just at our disposal.
So are you
Get
saying?
in there.
So are you
Like-
saying you want it,
Like
or you don't want it?
Couple
good ones?
At least
you
2.
just-
So you
like-
still
want
want
to-
an array.
Do you want to build it?
Well, the problem is it's
It'd
a
be
lot
nice
of,
to have
we can buy a
the
comparable
good
model for about $700.
Like making carved good
Yeah.
ones?
And so
Make
But
hard.
it's like
the smaller ones
Yeah.
that
we
It's not
have
worth it?
like your
Yeah.
time is worth way more than $700. Like the time it would take to build
Like the big ones?
right, like this is like a
Ones aren't
it's a
super
maybe a senior
expensive.
design
Yeah,
project
like some of
if
the ones
that.
we
Like,
see-
Well,
Well,
see,
see,
this
this
is
might be
fine.
this might be
Mass.
no, but this might be
Huh?
part of my actual
Someone that
decision.
wants to be a senior project like me, but
Like
Being able
students-
to control an arm. We're buying an arm for my lab for this reason.
right.
Have
So,
$100,000
there's some cool
in
arm
like
on
10
Kickstarter
years
that
of your time to devote to the mass
Like, it's
alone
$17
on like
They're good.
Yeah, we're
tracking
buying
ping
that.
pong balls?
That's the hardest part.
We're buying the one.
Definitely
that's,
software on
Two of
that.
them is the-
I think you
like,
could
when
build
get
one of
working
those.
together,
Not a huge
like,
problem.
you are
but-
buying serious potential.
But
I've been
like
thinking
the
about,
the time frame I'm talking about.
just
Hmm.
just in terms of like where we're going with all this, you develop a robot that can act in place of a human actor. So we have a lot of stations, like the chemist works into this lab, and it's like a human navigatable space.
Like good
So you
jobs with
introduce
actors.
robots into like a litany of spaces, right? And then they can complete tasks remotely. And it's not like you have a cool AI that's like dancing through the lab. It's just remote controlled, like lab work. And what can be automated is fully automated, like re-racking chemicals and specimen handling.
Yeah, that's
like
the
we
one
write
that I
routines for
showed
specimen
you.
handling. Like you just program that out of the manual.
That other hand I showed you?
I don't mean to
It's
be
a little
mean.
bit better than that.
Lay it on.
I gotta get some hard
How does it go?
before he gets me.
My projects, I got the hand made that you guys saw. Put that on Slack. I'm gonna go print another one right now.
You can have a beaver.
One with skin and fatty tissues, so that hopefully it'll stay together.
I'm
My-
hoping that
my
my
mental
eyes will get
profile.
better, so I can really
got
crank
pretty
out
bad,
some
man.
stuff.
Oh, and I'm going to Body Hacking Con tomorrow.
You bastard ditched us on D&D night.
Body hacking thoughts?
Yeah,
Wait, what do you?
it's in Austin.
What are you hacking?
Body hacking. It's people with like prosthetics that are hacking their prosthetics
Where's this at?
in Austin, Texas.
Texas?
I don't know why he didn't
You
tell
don't
any of
know.
us about this
Yeah, I'm leaving
earlier.
tomorrow. I'm leaving
Forget
tomorrow at like 6 in the morning.
Way to let me know.
I know,
Oh, I'm
right?
sorry, that really
Jeez.
hurt.
You punched me in the throat.
I'm sorry.
We even got that on camera.
I didn't mean to hit you.
It's okay.
I'm so mean. I'm
Woof.
so sorry.
Jeez.
I didn't mean to hurt him.
I don't know if I can come to these
It's
groups
alright.
anymore. It's gone.
I'm just going to my friend's Warhammer night instead.
I didn't mean to hurt him.
You're okay.
I think they have beer on tap.
So
What?
cliche. You say.
They have, like-
you
Where
say,
do they
like,
play Warhammer?
statistically,
What?
I said, where do they play Warhammer?
African-American women
They
are
have
more
beer on
likely
tap.
to abuse
We
their
should play
spouses
D&D
than
there.
any other
the
set
guy
of women, and then you
homebrews
punch
and
men in
like,
the
Actually,
they
they're more
have
likely
like a
to kill
kegerator
their
with
spouse.
2 taps on the
Sorry,
side of the
yeah.
fridge or something.
Yeah, they're
You
more
I guess-
know?
Awesome.
Fair
They're
When
like-
I lived in Texas, we had a kegerator.
I
that
think
had,
it's like something like
a
96%.
full keg
Yeah.
of
Well, I think,
up in it,
honestly, I
like,
think that's
in
what
our
solves
living
the
room.
problem. Like that, we need more of
That
that.
is
If anything,
sweet.
because I mean,
Murder is really bad.
you're right.
Okay.
Murder
Well-
is
Murder? More merciful than torture.
Is it better or worse than a martyr?
Yeah.
You guys going up to the engineering?